Well, greetings, humble boys, girls. Oh, you can't see me up there. And gifted animals. How are you? I'm well. Appreciate you asking. It's been a kind of an interesting week. Had to travel a little bit. Went to Houston, Texas. It's the second time I've been there, I believe. And so thus, kind of the late review, if you will. Hopefully, we'll get this up on the weekend, but, remains to be seen. So what are we doing today? Well, I actually saw this first from Report of the Week, Review Bra, one of my favorite people on the YouTubes, and I decided why not try it myself, because there's really not much out, and I felt kind of burnt out on the Burger King thing, because Burger King's coming out with a lot of interesting things, but I don't want to do another Burger King review right now. And I think there's some more stuff coming out from KFC or something like that, but we'll give that a whirl in due time. But what we're doing today is a dollar item, so price already is a good point there. It is the triple melt burrito, which is a pretty simple concoction. Costs $1 flat, because there's no food tax here in Ohio, allegedly. $1 flat. Not a bad deal. I was actually able to pay for that instead of running off into the wind and getting the cops called on me. Comes with, oh man, I'm just all over the place. Comes with seasoned beef, seasoned in quotes, seasoned rice, also in quotes, a 3-cheese blend. 3 cheese is a vague term, because what 3 cheeses is one really pudding on said burrito item. And then I think lastly some nacho cheese. So 3 cheese blend plus nacho cheese. I mean, you have some comments on there. Comes in it's very floppy. Obviously there's no integrity to it. It just kind of flops around. Very bendy, elongated, floppy tube of meat and cheese appears. But pretty simple stuff. It's pretty hard to mess up, I imagine, so. Kind of a bad angle, huh? I'll lean in. I gotta, like, scrunch down. Well, I'll say this. It tastes like Taco Bell. So what I mean by that is that there's a little bit of spice there, probably from the beef and the rice or whatever. So a little bit of a spice there just naturally. I didn't get any sauce to put on this. I mean, I usually get, the fire sauce or Diablo sauce, depending on how risky I am, how spicy I am, pardon the pun. As you can see, though, it's just a lot of cheese, rice, and beef. Cheese doesn't really stand out. I mean, texture, yes. I mean, obviously it's gooier, and obviously it's a very floppy product. But it really doesn't stand out. But the flavor of the rice and the beef, I mean, that carries it over a little bit, I suppose. And then the nacho cheese, obviously, you know how that tastes. It's nacho cheese. What do you expect other than nacho cheese when you have nacho cheese? I think there's only one flavor of that, unless we're getting really, really creative and into the weeds. But we shall not. We will keep it simple for now, just kind of like this. And I'd say that it's not a bad product. It's $1. It's $1. And it will, if you get 2 of these puppies, it's a pretty decent lunch, I imagine. I mean, you can see it there. Beef is fine. Rice is fine. A little bit of spice. Cheese doesn't have much flavor. But it's $1. And you know me. I'm a blue collar and humble working man from the paper mill. So I think I'm fairly satisfied with this. Simplicity sometimes works. Everybody should keep that in mind sometimes. It's a good life lesson. So what are we going to rate this? Well, I should say, it's ridiculous. We're going to rate it a respectable 7.428 flat. We're just going to leave it there because if you really think about it, it's simple, it's cheap, it's pretty good. And I imagine they could mess this up, you know, if your Taco Bell wasn't as good as this one. This one was great. It was fast. There's a lot of cars there, actually. I'm just kind of right outside of it. They moved you through really quick. Of course, I only have one item, mind you. But got the receipt, got napkins, in and out. Decent lunch on my day. So can't really complain. It was an overall good experience. It's kind of bland, but it works. And when something works, it at least gets a 7.2. So, anyway, God bless. Hope to see you again. As always, you take care. Until next time.